Hey, this is Mark Rodriguez here.
Hi.
And my assistant. And what we're doing now is that basically it's a real quick retrospect of WWE for this year, 2016, of all the things that happened, or most of them. Basically what we're going to do, I'm going to read off some of the events based on the pay-per-views and some of the things that kind of stood out. And, you just give your natural thoughts. This is all unscripted, just our thoughts on the year. Now, keep in mind that, of course, so many things happened this year, and so many wrestlers. We can't name them all. We can't remember them all. You guys are, of course, always free to leave your comments below on any other moments that you think were awesome or just horrible or whatever you think. Yes, yes, yes. So, anyways, without further ado, let me read that. Okay. So we started off, we were still doing the whole storyline of Roman Reigns trying to be the champion and the Authority, screwing him over. So Royal Rumble had the thing where,
been so long.
Roman Reigns was the first one to enter the Royal Rumble as a champion already, and the only way for him to keep the title is to somehow, survive the entire Royal Rumble.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that.
Because they were saying like, once versus all, huh? Well, all right, you'll be in the Rumble. So anyways, Roman Reigns actually did stick it out for the whole thing, but Triple H entered as the surprise last entry, defeated him, and bam, Triple H is now a champion and Roman Reigns lost the title. Any thoughts on that?
I don't think I watched that. I definitely did not watch it either, I think either I watched the beginning and fell asleep at this point, or I didn't watch it at all. I don't remember when this was, but.
No. And one thing also, I didn't put the notes, but AJ Styles made his debut in the Royal Rumble. Everybody just just flipped their shit whenever he first appeared.
Of course, really trying to get it.
Yeah, okay. The next review was Fastlane. The only comment I left was that Eva Marie was shown doing the race blast thing in the intro for it, which is weird because she's not even in it.
Yeah, she fell off the face of the earth, and then she came back doing that. And that's whenever, that was her debut back again. Just waving flags, the only skill she can have.
Yeah.
She has.
Then we have WrestleMania, which started this week.
What else happened in Fastlane? I don't remember.
That's why there's nothing that really stood out, and we're also trying to breeze through it. WrestleMania, Shane McMahon just suddenly came back, and he started telling Vince.
And now he's owner of SmackDown.
Yeah, he came back. It was basically telling Vince and Stephanie how much WWE sucks now,
because he gained control of Raw.
Yeah. Yeah, so he had a match with The Undertaker, an actual match.
He's control of Raw?
Yeah, the thing is, if Shane won the match, he would control Raw, but if Undertaker loses the match, Undertaker would be banned from any future WrestleManias. But the weird thing is that Shane did lose the match, Undertaker did win and all that stuff, but he still, took over Raw anyway. Vince let him take it over. Yeah, because this was before the split. So it was just a weird thing, that whole big thing.
Who's in control of Raw? He is? I thought he was control of SmackDown.
Yeah, but this was before they split. It was all one thing. But like I said, the confusing...
It was supposed to be him or her.
Yeah, him or her. Okay. But the confusing thing was, if you win, you control Raw. If not, you go away. He lost. And then the very next day on Raw, it's okay, I'll let you control it anyway. It's so weird. And of course, Shane did the very big thing. I might be surprised if it's one of those OMG moments, how they have the Slammy Awards, when he was right on top of the steel cage and just dropped down from that incredible distance. Wow. Okay. Roman Reigns finally defeats Triple H and he keeps the title. But the thing I remember the most was that everyone, no one cared. No one cared because
finally, when he actually gets the damn title, no one likes Reigns anymore.
No, but the main thing also was, it was the last match of WrestleMania, and after all the thing and the Shane thing, everybody was just so tired and bored, and I think it even went a little bit into overtime. It's at that time, no one cared. They just wanted to go home, and everyone knew he was going to win.
Why would anybody want... I don't know. Baron Corbin won the Andre the Giant. Who's Baron Corbin?
Man, he's a newer guy. Now he kind of came in, whatever, now he's kind of doing more stuff.
What was he? Didn't he do a fight in this recent?
Yeah, he was fighting with Kalisto and stuff in the recent ones. But he won the Andre the Giant Memorial Battle Royale, which gives them cred, I guess.
Shaq was a surprise celebrity cameo in Rumble.
The Battle Royale, I mean, yeah, it's a typo. But yeah, the rest is correct.
It's not about woo. I don't know how you would say that word.
Okay.
What? Well, I must have been dead for this one, too.
Yeah, he had a big face-off with the Big Show, then they both got tossed out before they could do anything, but that was the thing.
Because Shaq would just be knocked on his ass. Yeah. And then he would have to use that hot red, whatever that thing he promotes, that hot pad.
Oh, jeez. Yeah.
Diamond Dallas Page
Mm-hmm.
and Tatanka
Yeah, they were in the Battle
are
Royale.
also in it.
It was always cool to see those two. Tatanka was a big one in WWE, and Diamond Dallas Page was Mr. Self. High Five. He was in WCW, and, it was cool seeing him there.
Okay, the Divas title would become the WWE's Women's Championship. Charlotte would win it, defeating Sasha and Becky. And no, I thought didn't.
Yeah, it was a triple threat. Remember, this is all before they split, so.
I know, but I thought Sasha won it for the first when
No.
she got it, like when it was. Oh yeah, now I remember. Because I was mad, I wanted Sasha to be like the first of the women's championship, and Charlotte still won it anyway.
And for people that forgot, Charlotte was
Becky, but yeah.
Mm-hmm. So then we had Payback, and one thing that stood out was that Payback had like the Wyatt family on the cover of it, but
I love how that's your big note.
well, that's because nothing really big. Like I said, we're skipping ahead to stuff that, But yeah, the Wyatt family was on the cover, but they weren't anywhere in the actual thing, Money in the Bank, Dean Ambrose was the one that won the Money in the Bank, and this is the big thing where people say that all three members of the Shield were champions in the same night because Roman Reigns entered as a champion against Rollins. He lost against Rollins. Rollins was a champion for like maybe 2 seconds, and then Ambrose cashed in, and now he's a champion. And everything. And I remember everyone was so pissed off because, Rollins or whatever. But it's like, dude, we had him as a champ for almost like a whole year or something before in 2015.
And then he lost just because he hurt him.
Yeah, his knee, yeah.
Okay.
So, I'm just saying, it's like in your face, like your own medicine when Dean Ambrose took it from him, the same way Rollins took it from Reigns last year, So yeah, we got Ambrose as champion now. So SummerSlam comes along. We had the big deal, Randy Orton versus Brock Lesnar, because I guess Orton
Who's Orton?
But anyways, yes, it's Randy Orton versus Brock Lesnar. And the thing is, despite all the hype and all that stuff, he lost horribly. It went as you would expect a match against Lesnar to go. And oh god, he was actually like lying in a pool of his own blood. I remember that. He got beat up so badly.
We can't forget the no holds barred, or whatever you pronounce that phrase, of the Hell in a Cell with anything goes between
Ambrose and Jericho?
Yeah, do you have that in here? Hell in a Cell? No.
Well, it was a separate match. It wasn't Hell in a Cell, but it was like a separate match in one of those.
Yeah, but
it was called
we can't forget
Asylum
that
match.
Oh yeah, the Asylum match, because isn't that whenever he killed Mitch?
Yeah, he killed Mitch. But also when he threw Jericho into the thumbtacks.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
You ruined my freaking story.
Okay, we'll go into detail.
Well, you already freaking ruined it.
But
You ruined it!
Okay, but that was very intense. I was not expecting him to pull out thumbtacks and not expecting them to actually, oh god.
And that made me flinch. That freaked me out. Most of the time you get to see the zoom in of, the thumbtacks in Jericho. I don't care for Jericho too much. I felt so bad for him. That had to be, painful. And I feel bad that he had I wonder how painful it was. It probably, I don't even know.
Yeah, and the thing
I stepped on a nail once, and that hurt like heck.
And the thing is, like all the Instagram and all that stuff kept showing, pictures in detail of him with them.
You can see the blood coming out. I wonder how painful, if it's where it's going in or coming out.
Yeah. And the thing is, ever since the match started with Jericho coming in, he looks so serious. I'm thinking, yeah, he knows what's coming at the, because it's all.
Yeah, I wonder how much they had to pay him just to freaking be slammed into that.
Yeah. And Nikki Bella did a surprise return. That was a big 3-on-3 women's match, and Eva Marie was in one of them. But they're doing this thing where there's always some excuse for her not to show up, and Nikki Bella came back, so that's cool. Okay. So, SummerSlam was actually the last pay-per-view before they started with the brand split. And as we know, Shane McMahon took over SmackDown with Daniel Bryan. Daniel Bryan as his general manager, and Raw was with Stephanie McMahon with Mick Foley as a general manager. So
super random for freaking Mick Foley.
I know. So it says here, because I'm trying to remember the notes, since Dean Ambrose kept the main WWE Championship in the match against Reigns and Rollins, they were doing the whole Shield thing, 3 members of the Shield against each other. Raw made a new Well, Dean Ambrose won the title, but he got drafted to SmackDown, so the title was now on SmackDown, no longer on Raw. So Raw made their WWE Universal Championship, and the first big match was between Roman Reigns and Finn Balor to go against.
Where are we? The brand split started?
Yeah, here.
Oh.
And Finn Balor defeated Roman Reigns to earn it, but unfortunately, due to injuries, he had to vacate the title, and Kevin Owens would eventually win it. I forgot who he defeated to. Well, I remember now. Yeah, Baylor beat Roman Reigns to earn it. Yeah, I remember now. Baylor and Roman Reigns. Yeah, I know. Baylor and Roman Reigns had to fight, and whoever won gets the right to fight against Rollins for the title. So Balor, whatever how you pronounce it, did defeat Roman Reigns, and he did win against Rollins, but Rollins injured him. He power slammed him against the thing the wrong way. People keep saying he keeps doing that wrong. So Baylor was injured, and he had to give up the title, and eventually it was a match between Owens and Rollins. And Triple H basically showed up and betrayed Rollins and helped out Owens instead, so Owens is now the Universal Champion.
And freaking Rollins freaked out on, that didn't pop either, fuck.
Yeah.
He freaked out on, Stephanie thinking she was part of the plot, which she wasn't, obviously.
Yeah. And then we have Backlash, where Becky Lynch defeated Alexa Bliss, Carmella, Nikki Bella, Naomi, and Natalya.
And she was the first SmackDown Women's Champion, which we were very happy about. Becky deserves it. Mm-hmm. But fuck Alexa Bliss. But we'll talk about that later.
Yeah. Heath Slater and Rhino defeated the Usos. The Usos are not doing a bad thing. They're all cool now. They're not happy and cheery. They're not wearing the colors or makeup.
They kind of fell off, too.
Yeah.
We just realized earlier today that freaking Big Show fell off the face of the earth, too. Kane fell off the face of the earth.
Well, he's fighting a little bit now, sort of, but
Big Show fucking fell off the face of the earth. Paige is still on medical leave after her suspension has been cleared up. But she fell off the face of the earth, too, because she hasn't really posted on Instagram lately, either. The last post was November 18th. I forgot about Paige, to be honest with you, because she hasn't done anything. She, died.
And I hope that whenever she comes back, that they do something with her.
If she even wants to come back, freaking her dumbass, freaking Alberto Dorito. Okay, his new name is Alberto Del Dorito.
Okay. Well, anyways, like I said, Heath Slater and the Randall defeated the Usos to become the first ever SmackDown Tag Team Champions. And, so then we had Hell in a Cell. Now we're getting very recent. The very first women's Hell in a Cell was between Sasha Banks and Charlotte. And Sasha Banks was champion at this time, but Charlotte would win it and become champion.
I thought something, too.
Yes.
Well, now, since they're not champions anymore, the only, tag team you thought you ever really heard about or ever at all was freaking the New Day. I didn't even know who's the SmackDown freaking tag team. That's the only tag team I really remember was freaking New Day, because cereal, shirts, a lot of promotions for New Day. Nothing about the SmackDown tag team, you know what I mean? They didn't really matter. The SmackDown tag team didn't really matter. It's all about the New Day, but since the New Day is over, well, not tag team champs anymore.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah, because there was never any Heath Slater and Rhino merchandise or anything, and they did kind of last a bit.
Now it's going to be freaking Cesaro and, what's it called? Sheamus.
Yeah. And then the Survivor Series, Goldberg made his big return, and he actually defeated Brock Lesnar like nothing. We were joking, remember? The pinned, and you were like, and it's over. And then it was really over, and we're like, wow.
Yeah, I wasn't really paying attention. I'm like, hey, it's over. Ding, 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 ding. Oh, what?
Yeah. And that's the thing about
Goldberg.
I'm
like, I only kid. You know, have to finish now.
Yeah, and the thing about Goldberg is that that's how most of his matches go. Spear, jackhammer at the end. But the thing is, with the opponent being Brock Lesnar, you would, expect more. So, then we had TLC, Tables, Ladders, and Chairs, where Alexa Bliss defeated Becky Lynch in a tables match. So now she's the new SmackDown champion. Bray Wyatt and Randy Orton defeated Rhino and Heath Slater to become SmackDown Tag Team Champions. So we'll see how that goes. I hope they kind of last, because Bray Wyatt, it's about time he has something. Even if it's a tag team title, even if it's shared, but it's something. Give him something. Roadblock, end of the line.
Pause on Becky for now. Okay. Well, now Becky this is so freaking stupid. just to get her chance at the Women's Championship, she made up a character called La Luchadora to hide her identity, and she won, so she has now a chance to go against Alexa for the belt again. That's freaking stupid. I guess now she reveal that's Becky.
Even though La Luchadora used a disarmer move and all that stuff, so it's like, you could tell. But yeah, Roadblock and the line. We had the second Iron Woman match. The first one was sometime last year between Sasha and Bayley when they were still in NXT. So now we got Charlotte and Sasha in the Iron Woman match. And once again, Charlotte won the title. And since this ends the whole, the feud ends here, there's no rematch or nothing. So Charlotte now moves on to someone else. I don't know who Charlotte's messing with, but I do know that Nia Jax has started messing with Sasha. So I guess Sasha's going to have a feud with Nia Jax. And well, I assume Charlotte's going to probably start a feud with Bayley. Bayley's going to probably go up and, against her now. So that's WWE
well, she
in a
did
nutshell.
Say that's what she said. She wants to go against whoever wins. So.
Okay, so real quickly, this year's some Hall of Famers. Well, because they do it every year. Sting became a Hall of Famer. The Godfather, who was also Papa Shango. Papa Shango didn't the Godfather was his more bigger, memorable role with the whole train. That's the thing. And the Big Boss Man, may he rest in peace. Jacqueline, she was one of the first women's champions before it became Divas, and I guess now it's women's again. Stan Hansen, I'm sorry, never heard of him. The Fabulous Freebirds, I'm sorry, that's not my era, I never heard of them. And Snoop Dogg.
What the hell?
Because Snoop Dogg, I guess, cameoed a couple of times.
Just cameo. What the hell would he do? Smoke weed in a freaking...
I don't know. So, and then this year...
stupid.
I know. And then this year, the new faces we've had, Baron Corbin was introduced, Bayley finally made it to,
WWE.
Yep. Carmella, Dana Brooke, Finn Balor.
I need to make my noises.
Okay.
Carmella, Tacky.
Dana Brooke.
I forgot who's... Oh, Suck Up.
Finn Balor, or
Pretty
Balor.
cool.
Rhino.
Who the fuck is that?
Well, Nia Jax.
Bulky.
Yeah, but she's cool though. It's about time we get a diva that actually looks like a powerhouse. And one thing I do say, it's just too bad that Tamina, I guess she's gone or whatever, because if
I heard it was something like injury, but I don't know for sure.
Yeah, because the thing is, I would love to see a match between those two, because she's the only one who could basically kind of power on her. Enzo and Cass, how you doing?
Tacky.
AJ Styles.
If I had to pick between the two, I'd pick Cass. AJ Styles, I don't really care for him.
Anderson and Gallows are basically AJ Styles partners. Now they're separate tag team, and the tag team is just called Anderson and Gallows. No real name. Goldberg returned as a surprise.
Cool. I don't know. I wasn't he's before me.
Mick Foley returned as the general manager for Raw.
Surprising. I don't know why, but sure.
Daniel Bryan returned as the SmackDown general manager.
Yes. He's a good guy. I like
the Miz's wife, Maurice, returned just to kind of be there, his
to be
in the matches.
Bitch.
Yeah.
And to cheat for him.
Mickey James had a surprise return to challenge Asuka for the title in NXT.
We watched it. It was interesting, but I'm glad Asuka didn't lose her title to her just because it's her first time back. Yeah, we were kind of worried about that. And then the entire Cruiserweight division from the Cruiserweight Classic stayed with Raw as a part of the show. So, like T.J. Perkins and Brian Kendrick and all of them. And, Pause. So that's a part of, Raw the night?
Yeah. Yeah, they're in there now. So that's why now in these pay-per-views now.
So it keeps, changing.
Yeah. We're adding those people now. And apparently now recently, what's his name? Neville came back as a bad guy now. And started
furrier.
Yes.
Neville Longbottom, how do you turn from good to evil? You helped kill Voldemort.
Oh, what? Okay. And he attacked all the cruiserweights. So now
you were Harry's friend.
I guess he's going to now be part of the cruiserweight division to hopefully bring more attention both to the cruiserweight division, but also more attention to Neville, because people are saying now he's a bad guy. He might get more traction. He might get more.
I forgot about him too. What happened to him before? Why did
probably injury? Who knows? But again, same
how
thing.
How does that injury turn you bad? In furry.
Okay. And this year, of the people that got fired or quit, whatever, we lost Cameron, and I'm surprised she's still there. She used to be what's her name? Naomi's tag team partner when they used to be together. Yeah. But again, when I heard this, I'm like, she was still working with them. We lost Damien Sandow. He works for some other one. I don't know what it's called now, but his name is like Rex or something now. That's his new ring name. Brie Bella retired.
She wants to have a kid, but maybe she'll come back eventually. Who knows?
You never know. Wade Barrett quit because he was tired. Like they weren't using him right.
Oh yeah, the British dude.
Yeah. And he admits that the only reason he had the League of Nations was just to kind of make Roman Reigns look good. So he just got tired of it. They just weren't doing anything with him. Cody Rhodes quit because he got tired of being Stardust. Like he thought that, it was done. Let me be back to Cody now. They wouldn't let him, so he quit and everything. Ryback quit because he felt it's not fair that the people that
like John Cena's getting paid more
than them. And the thing is, it's not fair because this is all scripted anyway. Since you're losing because you're being told that you have to lose, it's not fair that they're, losing their jobs and stuff because they're basically doing their job, basically, The Dudley Boys retired. Alberto Del Rio was fired or quit or whatever. I think fired. He kept getting suspended over and over, and apparently they were not happy. Vince McMahon was not happy that he was with Paige for whatever reason. So he quit, And let's hope that Paige doesn't fall that, she keeps getting suspended and...
Yeah, the wellness thing.
Yeah, because I don't know...
But the thing is, that's over with, but she is still injured.
I know.
Healing from injury. So she won't be back, but who knows if she'll even come back. She supposedly said she's going to come back, but after she heals, but who knows with that. Like I said before, the last post from her on Instagram was November 18th, and it was like an autograph signing for Alberto's restaurant or something.
Mm. And then finally, Lita and Jerry the King Lawler were both given the boot silently because I guess they want younger broadcasters now. The WWE wants younger broadcasters.
With that weird nerdy looking dude, whoever he is.
I know. Lita was on those kickoff shows, and she was of course one of the popular divas from back in the day, in the era of Trish Stratus and Kelly, Michelle McCool and all them. And Jerry the King Lawler, well, he was a superstar back in the day. He did win the King of the Ring tournaments and all that back in the day. So he was
Who's the King Lawler? Who was
he was like the one that was always rooting for the bad guys of the main show, like the main Raw or SmackDown, like the actual show. He was the one that was always making excuses.
Is he the voice? Is he like the narrator?
Yeah, the commentators.
Oh.
But you know how they always have to have one that supports the good guys and one that supports the bad guys. So he was always making excuses like, "Well, I didn't cheat, it's just whatever." And they're like, "How can you say that? You saw him cheat." No, he was just whatever. Roman Reigns got in the way. He's the one that's always defending the bad guys.
They have to always have someone supporting them.
Yeah.
That's it.
Mm-hmm. And Jerry the King Lawler's been doing this for a very long time because he was actually doing WWF commentating way back in the old days when Razor Ramon and all them were still around. He was the commentator then against it was like Macho Man, Vince McMahon, because he didn't own the company yet. He owned the company after his father passed away, and Jerry the King Lawler. So that's how long he's been commentating. So it's kind of weird to see him leave. So anyways, that's WWE 2016 in a nutshell. Like I said,
nutshell. It's more like an eggshell.
Yeah, but like I said, there's lots of things that we've missed. One thing I forgot to mention was that Zack Ryder actually won the title once, and then he lost it the next day against The Miz, and now The Miz is still
freaking champion. Miz.
Yeah.
Because probably his wife. The wife, Maurice, helped him cheat.
Yeah. But other than that, what can we say? It's an interesting year.
Nikki Bella's better because she doesn't have Brie.
Yeah. Yeah, the people are doing more single stuff. We got more crazy tag teams. The New Day have been champions.
Now they lost it.
Yeah, but they beat the title. I mean, the record of the longest reigning tag team champs of some other tag team. I'm sorry. This year, the women have gotten a lot better wrestling matches and
Hell in a Cell. Iron Man. No, never mind. Well, NXT.
But still, second time is not an often thing. But even for Hell in a Cell, just me seeing the women smack each other with chairs and kendo sticks, which I've never really seen. It's always, the guys. So they're doing more and more things. So it is interesting how the women's division is picking up. And with Nia Jax, it looks like someone that can actually destroy you, not just they're hot and whatever. This one looks like she could take you down. It's getting interesting. And... as for the guys, what can we say? It's an interesting thing. You got the brand split.
I kind of don't care about the men anymore.
And
I think I'm sorry. I'm more into the SmackDown because more of the people I like are in or at least the girls are more interesting in SmackDown. Raw, well, now it might be different, but it was just pretty much Sasha, Charlotte, Sasha, Charlotte, Sasha, Charlotte. But SmackDown is like a mix of everything. Like Nikki versus originally Carmella, but now she found out it's actually Natalya she should be mad about, which I'm curious how that ended up happening. And obviously now Becky versus Alexa, which I can't stand her. I like her shirt design, but I can't stand her. She's like a little wannabe Harley Quinn who's a prissy bitch who can't compare to Harley Quinn, but yeah, whatever.
Yeah, and apparently Alexa Bliss also, I guess...
Even Marie's on SmackDown, I think, too.
Yeah, whenever she finally comes back and everything. But, yeah, that's the thing. So it's been an interesting year, lots of things. We are still getting more Roman Reigns getting shoved down our throats because, like, they just want to make him the big guy, but no one cares. Everyone boos him. They always gotta, like, you can just tell whenever he comes in, whenever they even play the theme song, they have to lower the volume so you could cover out all the boos so that the people at home...
Lower the volume, you mean? Raise?
No, lower the boos. Lower the volume for the boos. Whenever Reigns comes out.
I thought you meant... Oh, you mean the volume of the crowd?
Yeah.
I was going to say, it sounded like you said lower the volume of the song, but yeah, go ahead.
So that we at home think that, oh, everyone loves them while everyone's booing and stuff. But, yeah, that's basically it. One last thing to say, of course, our own little personal thing. It was pretty cool that we got to meet Razor Ramon, Scott Hall.
Well, I guess I did get to meet him too, but...
Yeah, and Kevin Nash. Also
Babyface.
Yeah, we got to meet them in person at the Steel City Con. And
that looks more like an Elvis Presley Babyface.
Yeah, and, Johnny was there too, so it's kind of cool.
I met Christopher Lloyd, Tom Felton, and Michael Rooker.
Yeah. So, it's pretty cool. So, anyways, that's it for now, guys. This is basically a retrospective here. Of course, like I said, there's just so many things we can't cover it all. These are just little notes, so we just kind of breeze through it. You guys are more than free to put your comments below on any things you liked or disliked, the wrestlers you hated, whatever, the things that got screwed, all that stuff. You put your comments below. Who knows if there's enough comments? Maybe I could do like a second one with reading the comments. I don't know. It depends on you guys. But anyways, Mark Rodriguez here, my assistant here, and we'll see you all next time, I guess, for WWE 2017. What will 2017 bring to the world wrestling entertainment?
Yep.